Welcome to our YouTube channel, Relationship Builders Forum. My name is Amara.
And my name is Gospel.
And if you're new on our channel, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when we put content out. And to all our returning subscribers, it's always a joy to have you. We love you. And welcome to today's conversation.
So today we'll be looking at ghosting in relationship. What exactly is ghosting? Why do people do it?
Yes.
And all of those. Do you want to tell us what's ghosting?
In the context of relationship, is when someone's trail goes cold on you.
Yeah.
Literally, they stop picking up your calls for no reason. They stop texting you. In fact, some people go as far as blocking you on their social media.
So obviously, ghosting is when someone disappears on you.
Yeah.
When you have something going on with someone, all of a sudden, you can't see the person anymore. So if it's conversation that you guys normally have, you don't have those kind of conversations anymore. He or she disappears on you.
Yes, they're not forthcoming anymore. And you're wondering, what have I done? Is it me? What happened? Why is this person not keeping in touch? You know, these things tend to happen in relationship. And over time, we've been talking with a lot of young people that are really in that same situation where they cannot really figure out what really went wrong in the relationship. Why is she not speaking to me? Why is he not speaking to me? Why is she not picking up my calls? Why is he not responding to my texts? And there's so many, myriad of reasons that people put out there for ghosting on the other person.
Yeah, maybe I should ask you, have you ever been ghosted?
Have I been ghosted
By someone?
before? Oh, well.
Or have you ghosted someone?
No. I think it's rude to actually ghost on someone. I think it's rude to ghost. It's disrespectful.
Well,
to
it
ghost
all
on
depends,
someone.
or it depends on how you look at it. It depends on your mindset. It depends on the
Are you saying that
reason.
ghosting is right?
I'm not saying it's right, but sometimes people have different reasons for ghosting. It could be that, some people don't find it very comfortable, or they're not very bold to take some decisions when it has to do with relationship. For instance, you are in a relationship and you know you're not supposed to be in this relationship. You want to leave the relationship. Maybe you found someone you want to spend your life with, and you don't want to hurt this person.
That's true.
And you don't want to take the responsibility of having that conversation to say, I think we need to end it.
That's true.
So you decide to disappear and
Yeah.
ghost the person because you don't want to be seen as that bad guy who broke a woman's heart.
Yes. So I think it's wrong. Regardless of whatever reason why people do that. I know some people don't find it, like you're saying, comfortable to break a relationship or to bring a relationship to a close. But there are certain things that need to be talked about, that needs to be addressed, that has to be communicated. And you just disappearing on someone, I think, is a no.
Yeah, but look at it this way. What if I'm disappearing on you because I don't want to hurt you? I want to disappear so that with time you get to understand that this relationship is not going further. I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah, but sometimes you hurt the person more because it's like an unfinished business, right? It's like open-ended. I'm like blaming myself. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? What have I done to trigger this person just disappearing on me? So I think it's not fair to really ghost on someone. You need to bring a relationship to a close. And part of doing that is you communicating the reasons why. Because in the first instance, you went into that relationship with someone. And let me just say that, some people are in a relationship with someone, but not necessarily saying that in a relationship with someone.
It's
So it's not defined. They're kind of sticking around. And then all of a sudden, you disappear because you feel that, this individual is in a relationship with you, and all of a sudden this person is no longer in a relationship with you. And that sometimes is really, really sad for that person.
Definitely. I would say that is a sign of lack of maturity when you decide to walk away from a serious relationship without giving a closure. I think the key word here is closure, because obviously if you're not going to be in a relationship with me, I need to know why. Because knowing why helps me to learn the lessons from that relationship and know if there are things I didn't do well that I need to do well going forward. So that I don't blame myself for what you've done. I don't feel less of myself because I feel, maybe there is something about me that he or she doesn't like. That's why I'm being ghosted.
Yes.
So I think it's good to give it finality.
Give it finality. Well, I want to say that finality is dependent on you as a person. If you are looking for the other person in the relationship to help you bring closure to that relationship, then it's not going to happen. And you know, what if you reach out to that person and that person doesn't reach out back? Are you saying that you would just be in a kind of, you're kind of hanging, you know, he kind of leaves you hanging, or he leaves you hanging, or she leaves you hanging?
Yeah.
So closure here is primarily your responsibility.
Primarily your responsibility, but we are saying that for me to ghost on you in that context is not right. So I need to help bring closure to the relationship by telling you this is why this relationship is not happening. So everyone knows their responsibilities. Absolutely. Everyone knows what they've done well. Sometimes relationships don't end because the two people are at fault. It's possibly because one person does not see an end. They don't see themselves being together, and they don't want to waste each other's time.
Sure. And
you decide to move on, not because this person is not a good person.
Yeah.
So if I know that the reason you're leaving me is because you have some other plans, not because of me, it helps me. But like you are saying about closure, if someone has been ghosted, if you leave me, disappear on me without telling me, then I don't need to keep blaming myself.
Absolutely.
I don't need to get stuck in that situation, thinking it's my fault, something is wrong with me, and then start feeling less of myself.
True.
Because if you're not careful, this could batter or shatter your self-image. So you need to know that if someone decides to walk away from you, it's not your fault. It's that person's choice. It's that person's responsibility. Now it's your responsibility to move on with your life. Don't wait until they pick your calls. Because sometimes you want to engage, you want to make contact, you want to call, you want to talk. It's so painful because you're curious, you want to know why. That answer may not come. Don't keep waiting for it, because you can wait for it forever. It's not coming. If you see the signs and it's obvious that you've been ghosted, I would say to you, move on with your life.
I think, look, if someone ghosts on you, they are telling you something that possibly you've not been listening to. Ghosting or someone leaving you is not a reflection of your person. It's not a reflection of who you are or your self-worth, I must say. It's that person has made a decision to leave. That person is telling you something that I think you should be paying attention to. Because a lot of times, people in a relationship, they are speaking, even when they're not verbalizing it. They are speaking to you, but it's sometimes difficult to accept it, especially when it's not something you want to see. It's something that you don't want to hear. And if you were living in denial, in the sense that you're like, I don't understand why this person is doing this to me, it's a reflection of me and all of that, I feel you're doing yourself a lot of injustice. Because look, it's not a reflection of your self-worth. Maybe that person has got their own insecurities that they have to deal with. Maybe they're not just ready for the relationship at the time. And there are there's a lot of reasons why that person might choose to walk out on you without even giving you prior notice. Look, accept it, embrace it. It's difficult. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but embrace it and move on. You're worth more. I think it's a sign of disrespect for someone to just walk out on you without even giving you any prior notice, or even to begin to withdraw, without even telling you, like, man, what are we doing? Girl, what are we doing? Yes, it's their decision to do that. Look, you don't have to drag yourself down that trail with them and put down your self-worth, because look, you're worth much more than that.
Yeah, sometimes when these things happen, it is for us to self-reflect and know what are the things we did well in the relationship. What can we take from the relationship? What are the lessons to learn from the whole experience, and see how we can use that as a springboard to have a better relationship in the future. And like you were talking about, not listening to what the person is saying. Sometimes people don't just ghost. They give you signs. Maybe you're not seeing the signs. And one of the signs is communication.
Yep.
How is this person communicating with you? maybe in the course of saying things, the person is dropping things,
Saying
telling
things.
you things that you need to watch out for.
Yep.
And when their words and their actions don't align, you would see the sign that obviously something is happening. For instance, someone who keeps a tab with you, he calls you every time, once a day, twice a day, depending on the level of communication, you're always keeping in touch with him or her.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 1 week, no call. It's not like the person is not online.
Yeah.
The person is online. You can see that this person is active on social media.
Yeah. But
He's very active on social media, but the person refuses to get in touch with you.
Absolutely.
It shows you that something is about to happen.
Something's about to happen.
Yes, it could be that we can't just take it 100% say, okay, because the person is not keeping in touch, there is going to be ghosting.
Yeah, there might be other issues.
There might be other issues. That's why you need to also give it a bit of time.
Yep.
Because some people are afraid of ghosting. That once they see anything that looks like it,
they're like,
they are the ones that would come forward and say it's over.
It's over. Yes.
So you might end something worthwhile because you assume that ghosting is about to happen.
Yeah.
But then if you look at the things the person is saying and you're looking at the person's character, because I look at it two ways: communication and character.
Actions.
Change in behavior.
Yeah.
Change in behavior in terms of communication and actions.
Yeah.
Before now is your birthday, he or she will be all around to make it happen.
Yeah.
Right now, the person is not interested in anything that has to do with you. It's possible that you've been ghosted.
That's true.
The person may be physically with you, but the person emotionally has ghosted.
Yeah.
So you need to read the signs and know when to move on. That's why we're saying all this.
Yeah.
So you don't keep being in a relationship. You're asking, what are we doing? The person is not telling you what we are doing.
Yeah.
Rather, the person is telling you, I don't think relationship my thing for now.
Yes. It's not your thing for now. So what are we doing?
Exactly.
Yes.
So know that something is brewing, I would say.
I would say that, yes. And some people just enjoy the company, right? They just want to be around. They want to feel like I'm in a relationship with someone, yet they don't want to commit. That is not a very good place for anyone to be. And you're kind of going on like a couple of months, nothing is being said. And you kind of hear things like, oh, you know what? I just wish I could just marry you now. But what? You know, there's a lot of hesitation going on. And, you know, you really need to look at the action. So words, I will always say, words are cheap. Someone could talk a good talk, but the problem here is, would that person be able to match their talk with their actions? And it's really important that if their action doesn't align with their words, then look, they're saying something, even though it's not them. They're not actually verbalizing those things. They're actually saying something to you that you need to be paying attention to.
Yeah. So finally, to say to you, if you've been ghosted before, make sure you heal from that experience before you walk into another relationship. Learn the lesson. Stop blaming yourself. And if you've tried to cope with it and it's still not happening because you've been battered, you have built a future with this person.
Yeah.
In your mind, you've had all the dreams, how both of you are going to spend your life together, how everything is so rosy and wonderful.
Yeah.
And this person has ghosted you. Now you don't even know how to deal. Please reach out to your support system. If you've got a network of friends and people who can give you that support, who can help you go through that phase, please reach out to them. And if you don't mind, you can also reach out to professionals.
Yeah.
We are here to help. We're here to support you. We've done this over the years and we've helped people who have been ghosted to recover.
Yep.
And when they look at life from where they are, look at the past, they will say, oh, thank God.
Why was I even worried?
It was even good it happened.
Yes.
Because when you're ghosted, someone says rejection is direction.
Yep.
Is redirection.
Redirection.
So if someone is not there for you, there may be someone out there seeking an open door.
Yeah.
So see this as an open door for someone to step into your life.
And let me say that, you know, some people are in certain relationships, but they're just kind of on trial relationship. I don't know if you've heard that. Like, some people have trial relationships. So they're trying to see, would this work? Would that work? And then you are one of the samples in their trials. They suddenly discover that there's one potential relationship that's going to work and they leave you. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's just that you were part of their experiment. but you didn't realize that you were part of that experiment. And sometimes people choose who they want to spend the rest of their life with that way. You know, it's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. But if you find yourself in that situation, look, life is not over, because there's someone who is just going to love you just the way you are. And it's about waiting for the right one to find you.
Definitely. So to wrap up, we just said to you, if you found this content helpful, please put your comment in the comment section, and you can also share it with your network. You know, if you know someone who has experienced ghosting before, that this might be helpful for him or her.
Yes. Something you said rejection is redirection. So just see that rejection as you being redirected to another relationship. It's never too late. In case you started watching and you forgot to hit the subscribe button, now is the time to do it. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this content like he said, and you might find other people that will find this quite useful. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for watching right up till the end. You all are the reason why we do what we do. Thank you. Until the next episode is goodbye from us.